With the arrival of Portuguese people in 1500, Brazil, or South America by that time, had about 8 million indigenous people divided into different groups, and obviously they spoke a lot of languages, and I would like to share one of them specifically. So if you are curious to hear more about that, please stay in this video. My name is Andrey, or you can call me Brazilian Buddy. I'm here on YouTube to share everything related to Brazil, and in this case, a language that nobody know about, even Brazilians. So stay tuned and let's go. The first contact with an indigenous language was with the people who lived on the coast of this country, such as Tupinambás, Tupiniquins, Caetés, Tamoios, Potiguaras, and Tabajaras. I'm gonna put a picture just to understand a little bit how does work the things by that time. So all of those people, they spoke Tupi or Old Tupi. Historians believe that there were more than 50 languages, which is a lot in the country, but was a variation of Tupi language. Between 16th and 17th century, it was planned to create a general language which indigenous, colonizers, slaves, and jesuits, priests who were responsible to catechize the indigenous people here in the Americas, could communicate. By the way, these jesuits were largely responsible for creating the grammar and writing representing of these languages, because the speakers of the language didn't know write, which means they were not literate. With the grammar of Portuguese language, Portuguese/Spanish expressions, plus many indigenous languages, was created NHEENGATU, junction of the words Nhenga, which means language, and Katu, which is good, so good language. The language has other nicknames also: Modern Tupi, which was an evolution of the Old Tupi that I shared to you in the beginning, Brasilica language by Portuguese people, and even the general Amazonian language. Many years passed and a lot of people, traders, pirates, colonizers, indigenous, the number of speakers increased and became the most widely spoken language at that time, even the Portuguese language. At the end of 18th century, the Jesuits were expelled from the territories of Portugal, and for Nhengatu to be associated with them, the language started to decline. Attempts to Portugalize, let's say that, the language happened, consequently wars, and many people lost their life, unfortunately. The Portuguese Prime Minister by that time, Marquês de Pombal, prohibited and defined the use of Portuguese language mandatory, and for this reason, Brazil lost the opportunity to be a bilingual country. The increase of urbanization due to the immigration, the few Nhengatu speakers went to remote areas of the West Amazon. Unfortunately, Nhengatu is an endangered language nowadays, and there are few initiatives to spread the language. For example, in the region of Rio Negro Valley, a region located in the Amazon rainforest, the city São Gabriel da Cachoeira still uses the language until today. There are approximately 21,000 people who speaks in São Gabriel da Cachoeira, and it's considered an official language there since 2002. Speakers also can be found in countries as Venezuela and Colombia, and still remains rooted in many residents of the Amazon region. Brazilian Portuguese got a lot of characteristics of this modern Tupi, the accent, strong pronunciation of vowels, and nasal sounds. It is believed that approximately 10,000 words of Portuguese spoken in Brazil are from indigenous origins, like mandioca, or abacaxi, or jacaré, and so on. And searching about Nhengatu, I found a playlist with a few songs. So if you are interested to hear the language, I'm gonna put below. It was created by university students in Pará. Pará, it's a state here in Brazil. And of course, a few videos if you wanna hear a little bit how does it sound, the language. And if you search about Nhengatu, you can find people who can teach you, which is awesome. On YouTube, you can find some materials, dictionaries, it's amazing. So the language is still alive, which is awesome. And I hope you like this episode talking about Nhengatu, about this lost Brazilian language. I could be more close to the beginning of everything and how we speak the language, looking for the origins. I hope you like. Thank you so much. Muito obrigado for this episode. Don't forget to subscribe, comment below, and, well, thumbs up, of course. I hope you like it. I see you in the next episode, and ciao!